All right, so we're going to start seated. So if you just find a comfortable position, sit yourself nice and tall, maybe close your eyes over, lift up through the crown of your head, and roll your shoulders forwards, and then roll your shoulders back. And then start to breathe deeply. So just relax your shoulders down. Breathe in and out through your nose. And just take a second to tune in with your body, tune in with your surroundings. Start to feel your breath slow down. Especially as you breathe out, just breathe out nice and slow. Take one more big breath here. And then drop your chin down to your chest. Slowly open your eyes. And then looking forwards again. So we're going to lift the right arm up first. Inhale, stretch your right arm up. Exhale, lean out to your left. Pause for a breath or two. Maybe look up to the ceiling. Have a nice big deep stretch along your side. And then coming back up. Inhale, stretch your left arm up into the air as you breathe out. Leaning to the side, reach through your fingertips. And then back to the center. You take hands behind you. Breathe in, push your fingertips to the floor, lift your chest, lift your chin. Keep your neck long. And then on your next inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Relax down, drop your head. And then slowly roll yourself up. And then we're going to come onto hands and knees. So bring hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Cat-cows. Inhale, cow pose. So to lift your tailbone, push your chest forwards. Exhale, round your back, tuck your hips under. And then keep going like that. So breathe in, cow pose. Breathe out, round your back. Squeeze your abdominals up. So just feel everything start to stretch out. Feel your body start to wake up. Feel your muscles start to wake up. And then coming back to neutral, start to lift your right leg into the air. So inhale, extend your right leg out behind you, flex your foot, and then point your toes. And then switch between a pointed and a flexed foot a few times. Start to wake up your foot and your ankle, maybe do some rotations. And then start to circle your whole leg around a couple of times. Back the other way. Coming back to the center, switching over. So inhale, left leg lifts, foot flexed. Push your heel away from you. And then point your toes, switch between those two. Keep your core engaged at the same time. And then ankle rotations. And leg rotations. Back the other way. Back to neutral, back to hands and knees. Lift your right hand up, circle your wrists around a few times. And then same on the left side. So we're just gonna loosen up all of the joints. Gonna inhale, stretch the right arm out in front. Exhale, sweep it back behind. And then do that a couple of times. So just kind of skim across the floor. Stretching back behind you. So maybe 2 or 3, and then onto your left side. So stretch forwards, and then stretch backwards. Feel your shoulders start to loosen up. And then when you're ready, back to hands and knees. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So toes tuck under. Keep your knees bent to start with. Then just kind of loosen everything up again. Shift your weight from one side to the other. Move your hips from side to side. And then coming into a plank. Long straight line with your body. Breathe in. And then exhale, push back to downward facing dog. And then back to your plank. We'll do that 2 more times. So shoulders above wrists. Squeeze the core. You can drop your knees if you want to. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Pause for a breath. Lift your hips up high. Final time, back to your plank. Looking at the floor, strong shoulders, strong core. And then downward facing dog. Look up to the front of your mat, start to walk your feet forwards. And then spine roll up to stand. So slowly coming up. Roll your shoulders back a few times. Stand nice and tall. So you're going to lift the right leg up. If you can, interlace your fingers, cup your shin, and then stand tall. Or if that doesn't work, you can just hold your thigh or just do it without hands. Circle your ankle around a few times each way. And then switching over, find your balance. Lift your left leg, stand tall and strong, and then start to circle your ankle around. And then we're going to do the first part of the sun salutations a few times. So in mountain pose, inhale, sweep your arms up, push hips forwards, look to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive, hinge forwards. Inhale, lift halfway up, flat back pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, and then we're going to reach the arms forwards, coming up with a long back. Inhale, and then exhale, hands to chest. And then we'll repeat that a few times. So inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Watch out for lights. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Release your head. Inhale, sweep up, last one. Nice big stretch back. Pause there if you can. And then back to mountain pose. And then stand tall for a moment, take a few deep breaths. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forwards. And then step back to downward facing dog. Pause in down dog for a moment. You can either stay still or you can shift from side to side. Lift your hips up away from your hands, spread your fingers wide. Pull up the front of your legs. Just feel everything extending. And then lift your right leg up into the air. So if it's too much from down dog, you can do this from hands and knees. You can lift your right leg up into the air and then exhale, squeeze your knee to your chest. Round your back, drop your chin to your chest at the same time. So inhale, extend your leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. And then just go at your own pace. Inhale, lift, exhale, squeeze in, maybe 4 or 5 on the right leg. And then when you finished your last one, you're going to move over to your left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze your knee to your chest, rounding your back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeezing in, and then do the same number on the left side that you did on the right. Make that your final one. Coming back to downward facing dog. Spreading your fingers wide, spreading your toes wide. You're going to inhale into a plank. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lower to the floor. Just going to lower your chest down. Have your hands under your shoulders, so your fingertips are in line with the tops of your shoulders, elbows tucked in. We're going to come up and down into cobra a few times. So as you breathe in, extend, lift your head, lift your chest, roll up as much as you want to. You don't have to come this high. Exhale, roll yourself slowly down. Inhale, rolling back up. Exhale, rolling back down. Do 2 more, just going with your own breath. Nice long, big breaths in and out. And then push up onto hands and knees. So from hands and knees, we're going to do opposite arm and leg, lifting and then squeezing in together. So we'll do the right leg and the left arm first. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round your back. Squeeze your knee to your elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeezing in. And then again, just go at your own pace. Listen to your breath. Do 1 more on that side and then we'll switch over. Keeping your core nice and strong. Flowing with your breath. Make sure you're taking full deep breaths. Do 2 more on your left side. And then come back to your hands and knees. We're going to thread the needle. So we'll start with the right hand. Lift your right arm up. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to spin around to the side. Slide your arm underneath your left arm. Twist around, take your head and your shoulder to your mat. And then hold there for a few deep breaths. When you're ready, inhale, lift back up again. Same on the other side, so turn your left palm up. As you exhale, sliding around. Skim your hand across the top of the floor, rest your head and your shoulder down. Gently push your right hand to your mat so your elbow points up, keeping your chest open. And then again, just holding there, taking some long, deep breaths. On your next inhale, push yourself up. Then you're going to lift up to kneeling. So you're kneeling up, knees are going to be about hips distance apart. Take your right leg out to your right, turn your toes away. Take your right hand onto the top of your leg, and then inhale, stretch up with your left arm. Exhale, slide your right hand down towards your foot, and holding there in gate pose. Tuck your hips forwards, keep your spine nice and long as it curves around. Make sure you're not resting on your extended leg. Inhale, back up, and then exhale over to the other side. And then we've got a couple of options here. So you can have your top arm extending out by your ear, or you can turn your right toes forwards. stretch your top arm up into the air and come into a side plank. And then if you want to do side plank, but you're not too sure if you're doing it correctly, you can take this top leg and pop your foot down just for extra support. Keep lifting the hips up nice and high. So you've got 3 options. And then take your top leg, place it down, bring your back leg to kneeling, and then we're going to switch over the other side. So left leg extended, left hand on top of the leg. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sliding down the leg. Pushing your hips forwards, lifting your chest, make sure you aren't looking down. Maybe look up towards your ceiling. And then inhale, stretch up. Coming over to the other side, and then again, remembering your options. So you've got either arm extended, feel that nice stretch along here, or you're going to come into side plank, any one of those variations. I'll do a different one on this side just to keep showing. So if you're in your side plank, you're going to take your top foot down first, a little bit extra stability, and then hop your bottom leg to kneeling, swing your legs out in front of you. So we're seated, legs extended, move your thighs apart so you've got your sit bones on the floor, flex your feet, inhale, sit yourself tall. You're going to lift the right leg up to the chest and just hold there for a moment. And then we're going to twist around, so we're going to have the legs parallel like on train tracks instead of flipping it over like we sometimes do. You're just going to have the leg here in front of you. You're going to extend the left arm up into the air. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to your right. See if you can get your arm hooked onto the outside of your leg. And then look over your right shoulder. And then your other option is to just hug your leg, or you can go back to having it crossed over if you prefer that option. So just keeping your chest really open, roll your shoulders back. And then come back to the center, switch your legs over, hug your left knee in, sit yourself up really tall. And then extend your right leg up, extend your right arm up, extend your right arm up, inhale. As you exhale, twist to the side, looking behind over your left shoulder. And then again, remember your option, you can hug your knee in if you prefer. And then come back to the center. We'll stick with the legs like this. Just drop your left knee out to the side. Take the sole of your foot onto your inner thigh. So you're going to be like that. You're going to fold over our right leg. So position yourself so your chest is in line with your extended leg. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge forwards, lengthen. Fold over your leg. Release your head. Take a few deep breaths. So you don't need to go all the way down to the leg. You just want to keep your back fairly straight, hinging forwards. Nice deep stretch along the back of your leg, but it shouldn't be at all painful. And then slowly roll yourself back up. Switch your legs over. So we've got left leg extended, right foot onto the inner thigh, flex your left foot, position yourself so you're in line with your leg. Inhale, stretch up, extend. Exhale, hinge forwards. And then fold over your leg. So wherever you can comfortably go, where you're not really rounding your back to get your head down. Keep your chest open. There should be space between your chest and your abdomen. They should be pulling apart. And then folding over. Slowly roll yourself up. Roll your shoulders back. You're going to take both legs out in front this time. Take them apart. So you're going to do kind of a straddle position. Flex your feet. Interlace your fingers behind your back. I'll just spin this way so you can see the arms. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, release back down. We'll do that 2 more times, just moving with the breath. So inhale up, exhale down, and then this time inhale up, exhale, start to hinge slightly forwards. And hold there. And then release. Roll your shoulders forwards and back. Bring your legs together. You're going to lie down onto the back in bound angle pose. So bound angle, soles of the feet together, knees apart, but lying down. And then palms come down by your side. So I'm going to sit just so you can hear what I'm saying. You can sit if you prefer, or lie down. So maybe close your eyes over, or just look up to one spot on the ceiling. Try to block out everything else. Take some long, deep breaths. And as you breathe out, feel your knees sink to the floor. On your next breath, feel your shoulders sink to the floor. And then just continue taking some deep breaths. You can start to feel your body relax. You can start to feel your mind become clear. Just pause for a couple of minutes before you start thinking about the rest of your day. So just really soak up the moment that you're in right now. So don't worry about what you're about to do afterwards. Just enjoy this moment for what it is. Really long inhales as well as exhales. And then just take a moment to think about all the good things that are going on right now. So think about all the positive things in your life. Think about all the things you're grateful for. Maybe think about a couple of good things you're going to do today that you've got to look forward to. And then take one more big breath where you are. And hug your knees into your chest, bring your legs together, squeeze your knees in, have a little rock from side to side. Take your hands onto your knees, move your knees into your chest, and then push them away from your chest. Feel your hips rocking on your mat. And then start to circle the knees around, moving together. Back the other way a couple of times. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Push your left foot away so your left leg extends and hovers above your mat. You squeeze your right knee in. Switching sides. Hug your left knee in, extend your right leg away. And then hug both knees in again. Extend your feet up into the air. Circle your ankles around a few times each way. Wiggle your toes, stretch out your feet, point and flex. And then knees to chest. Rock yourself up into a seated position. Sit yourself tall, legs crossed right in front, whatever's comfortable, maybe a few shoulder rolls. You drop your head from one side to the other side, gently stretch out your neck. Chin to chest, let your head hang heavy. Again, any little stretches that you feel like you need. And then inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest to finish. Namaste. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.